Video games have been around for generations. From the NES that debuted in 1985, or the PS2 in the year 2000, the Xbox 360 in 2005, the Switch in 2017, or hell, even on your phone. And a ton of people have grown up with video games they loved as a child. And today, I want to share to you games I grew up with as a child. When I was younger, my parents didn't really have that much money. So we only really had one game system, and that was the Wii. I never got to play it when I was a kid, and hell, I don't even remember us having any games for it. But one Christmas, my grandma surprised me with the first game I ever played, or at least remembered. And that was Super Mario Galaxy. And when I first saw it, I was like, who the hell is Mario? But when I put in the game and played, my whole world got thrown upside down. I vividly remember making a Mii just so I can make the planet my face, and just spending so much time jumping around the Comet Observatory. And to be honest, I couldn't really ask for a better gateway into video games. I didn't really have a DS until I was around 9, but before, my older sister had a DSi. She would obviously not let me play it until one day my brother got Sonic Classics Collection. I also still have it. This was my first ever introduction to Sonic as a kid. During times when he was busy and my sister was gone, I'd put it in and play. Well, at least try to play. Every time I'd load up the game, I would press A instead of start. When you don't press start for a while, it starts to play a preview from the game, so for a while I thought they were all just videos, till my dumb kid brain figured it out on accident. I had so much fun playing through these classic games. I'd always try to play them in order and try to beat them, but I could never make it past the second level. At first, my favorite character was Sonic because, well, he was fast, but then I got to Sonic and Knuckles, and as a kid, I absolutely loved Knuckles. Me and my family wouldn't really play that much video games together during this time, except for one, and that was Mario Kart Wii. Me, my brother, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend would all sit on the couch and play. I'd always choose Rosalina because she was my favorite Mario character due to my first game I ever played was Mario Galaxy. I don't remember what my other family members would pick, except for my brother, who would always pick Donkey Kong. Me and my family members would always have so much fun playing this. I'd always try to sabotage my brother by trying to mess him up and take his remote. And I remember being amazed at the Bullet Bill power-up. I would get it all the time due to me being in 12th place constantly. So much memories of me falling into the pit in Mushroom Gorge. It's really sad to see how split apart my family is now, and now I wish I never took those memories for granted. When I was around 10 or 11, when my brother got a PS3, one of the games he bought was a game called Dead Island. It was a zombie game that could be played multiplayer, kinda like Left 4 Dead. We never really had internet, so we had to play single player. Over time, I've developed a love for zombie apocalypse movies and other media, and I think this was the thing that started it all. Sadly, when I was a kid, I never really got that far into the game, maybe about 14%. But when I got a Steam Deck for Christmas last year, I saw the game on sale for $4 and I made it my goal to 100% the game. And about a week ago I actually did. And Sadly, I was really disappointed with the ending. I won't spoil it here, and I suggest you play it yourself because killing zombies in that game is very satisfying. But I thought the climax of the game was kinda all over the place and just plain bad. And apparently they came out with the sequel, so maybe I'll give that a play. When I was 9, I was playing with my friend Jackson outside. While we were playing, my mom pulled to the curb and said we were going to GameStop. I didn't know what for or why, but I rode with her, and when we got there, she said, "We're buying you a DS." And I got so happy. I still don't really know why she randomly bought me one, but my theory was because I kept playing on my sister's. So I got a normal silver DS and bought a game with it. It was pre-owned, and it was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. This was my first introduction to Pokemon, and a very weird one at that. I remember liking how the Pokemon had their own little communities, and also when I was fighting and not being aware of any type advantages. I actually surprisingly got far into the game and actually learned about it. As time went on, I got close to finishing it, but I was stuck on a boss. Then after a while, sadly, I lost the game and couldn't beat it. I was really upset about it, and to be honest, it's upsetting that I still don't have it. But the dungeon crawler feel of the game still lives on to be one of my favorite game genres, considering how Binding of Isaac is one of my favorite video games to this day. And that was just a few of some video games from my childhood. While writing the script of this video and editing it, I listened to the soundtrack of some of these games. It was really fun to go through the memory lane and see some of the old games I used to play and love. And hell, most of them I didn't even own. What are some of your guys' favorite childhood video games? And if you like this video, let me know, and I'll do part 2. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and like I always say, pasta la vista.